For ADAPT products, when you license a product for ADAPT Builder, PTRC, ABI, or Felt, you're likely going to need to use the ADAPT licensing utilities. And in most of our instructions for either updating a license or for activating a new license, we will have the end user install the ADAPT licensing utilities either on an end user machine if it's a standalone license, or on a server or virtual machine if it's a network license. And we just wanted to walk you through the different applications that are included in the ADAPT licensing utilities. After it's installed, and you can download that particular set of utilities from the ADAPT licensing guide. You can request that from support@adaptsoft.com if you don't have that. If you go to the applications that are installed on the machine, here we're going to go ahead and just scroll down to the ADAPT utilities. We have a couple of blocks here. We have ADAPT applications, and then below that we should have ADAPT utilities. And we have, first of all, the ADAPT licensing tool. The ADAPT licensing tool is a tool that is simply used to activate a license. So if you've purchased a new license, you can launch the ADAPT licensing tool, select your licensing key, and then ADAPT licensing should have sent you a product key to activate. So that's mainly used for new activation. If we go back to those licensing utilities, we'll go down to the next option here, and you can see it's the ADAPT RUS. This is the remote update system, which is mainly used for updating an existing ADAPT license. So if we ask the user to collect the C2V file, or to apply the C2V file or the V2C file that is sent back, or if we send you an executable, that will automatically launch the ADAPT RUS. And I'll go ahead and open that. The ADAPT RUS, the remote update system, allows you to collect information relative to an existing key. So if I wanted to collect information, for example, for one of my keys, let's say it's a USB key, a standalone on this computer, I can collect information for one of these keys listed. I'll do this for the HL key. I'll say OK, and then the program will save that information and ask me to save the file, the C2V file, to some location where I can then submit that file to ADAPT for updating the license. And that's where here it will launch your Windows Explorer to save that. You can also apply a license file. So again, if we send back a V2C file, this is the module where we would go ahead and collect and apply that V2C file here. And then finally, there's an option to transfer a license. We have another video on transferring licenses that can be transferred. They're called rehostable licenses. We recommend you watch that video, which is on the same playlist as this video, for using this option for license transfer. If you have a USB key and you need to update the firmware, we can use this HASP HL firmware update option to update that. We also have an installer and an uninstaller for the Sentinel runtime environment. So this is the set of drivers, or the driver kit for our Sentinel licensing. If we ever need you to remove the drivers just to perform a clean installation, you can use the remove option. And here I'll go ahead and remove the drivers on this machine. We'll select the option to remove. This window will appear where the program will, this application will go ahead and remove, uninstall those drivers, and then I can always go back to that same location and I can reinstall the drivers. Okay, and they're reinstalled again. If you ever need to obtain the latest set of tools or the latest ADAPT utilities, please contact us at support@adaptsoft.com. Thank you.